Hey, what's going on, guys? And today something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a bit of a car modification. We have got here a 2004 stock Audi TT Quattro. This is the 225 brake horsepower version, so it's got the larger KO4 turbo, and what we're going to be doing is replacing the stock airbox and filter with this RamAir Jetstream induction kit and filter. So we're going to be taking out the airbox and replacing it with this one here, and hopefully we're going to get a bit more air into the turbo. I don't think it's going to give it much more of a power boost, but it's the first modification to the car, so it's definitely going to give it that lovely induction sound, and you're going to hear the turbo a little bit more. So I think what I'll do, I'll turn on the car and we'll just get a little sound of the stock engine as it sounds now, and we can do kind of like a comparison of what the upgraded filter looks like when it's after it's installed. Bearing in mind, this is the Jetstream induction kit, so this is the larger, because it's the KO4 turbo, it's the larger. I did a measurement on the MAF intake housing, and this is the 80mm housing. There's a 70mm kit version, and there's an 80mm kit, so I measured mine and mine's the 80mm, so this is slightly larger, and just bearing in mind that because I initially ordered the wrong one and had to send it back and get it measured and get the right one in. So yeah, just so you know, a little bit of information. So let's turn the car on, hear what it sounds like stock, and then once we've installed it all, we can have a look at how it sounds afterwards. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, go for turn it on. Right, we'll wait for it to get to the idle, and then we'll rev it.
A few moments later.
Okay, it's settling in now. Alright, we're going to give it a bit of a rev. Oh. One more big one. Okay, cool, thanks. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to remove this airbox, stock airbox. There's two 10mm bolts to be removed. There's one here and one down in here. So to get to this one, you're going to have to just remove this covering here. This houses the battery compartment. So just undo these screws and we can get to that 10mm bolt. So let's take that off and we'll get started. Okay, once the airbox is partially out, the MAF housing has two Phillips head screws, one here and one down on the other side under here. So you need to unscrew those to take off the MAF and the MAF housing. And that is it. That is the standard airbox out and removed. So you've got this nice clean space of where you're going to put the new Ram filter. So this is the cold air intake. So this ran into the old airbox. MAF sensor is here, and the old intake to this turbo here. So yeah, we've got a nice heat shield that we're going to be sitting in here as well. So that's going to help protect it from any hot air that's coming from the rest of the engine. So yeah, let's move on to the next step. Okay, since I don't actually come under the engine that often, I thought it might be a good idea just to take off the rest of the covers over the head unit and just give a good wipe down, get rid of any excess oil and grease and dirt and grime. So I'm giving it a good wipe down with a few of these bad boys. Nice fresh pair of gloves. We're just going to get into the nooks and crannies and give it a nice clean up generally, and then we're going to put the cover back on, put the heat shield in, and yeah, move on to the next step. Okay, lid's back on, it's all cleaned up. Next step is to install this MAF housing into the RamAir heat shield. Now it comes with all the supplied bolts and washers that you need, so basically the heat shield's going to sit into that little spot there, like that, but we've got to install the heat shield into here, the MAF into here first, and secure it with the bolt. So let's do that. Okay, so here we have the heat shield installed. You can see where the light is, nice and snug in there. Fastened with the bolts. You get a long bolt here and another 10mm bolt here, so everything's nice and secure, fitted in nice and snug. All that's left now to put in is the filter cone itself, and that's going to sit into there like so. So yeah, let's do it. Hope you can see this. The lighting's very bad, but yeah, everything's nice and clean and snug and well fitted. Nothing's over tightened, everything's just nice and snug. Okay, let's get the cone inserted. Okay, so guys, that is it. That is one Jetstream induction intake system installed. So we're going to turn the car on. Everything's nice and secure and bolted in. We're going to turn the car on, let it idle for a few minutes, and let the MAF adjust, and hopefully the sensors can pick up the new intake system, and we'll go from there. We'll see if it sounds better and see what results we get. Let's do this. Okay, we're fully installed and the engine has been idling for a few minutes now, so we're going to give it a few revs and just to hear the sound difference basically. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we should really hear the sound of the turbo now. So alright, do one now. Do one long one now. I'll do. Yeah, so massive difference. Yeah. Excellent, so there we have it. That's one RamAir Jetstream induction kit fitted, sounding really good. Excellent results, just what I was expecting. So yeah, first modification on the car, kind of a do-it-yourself modification. So I mean, if I can do it, I've got no car experience really whatsoever, so I'm really happy with the result. So yeah, really good, awesome. Gonna go for a little drive, test it out a little bit, and yeah, enjoy it. So thanks for watching. Take care, bye for now.